So that's see. Hello, Jason. How are you? I'm just about ready to get started on a training session. You won't be able to see the actual live, but you will be able to hear what I'm going to be discussing. As this is a SLMTA week 2 training that is happening right now for new models and talent. I'm here. Hello. Are you? Where are you from? I know that she said that she's dry. Okay, yeah, she dropped out. I think she has to. I'll wait for her to get back. Anyway, yeah, so we're doing a new model training, but in any case, if you're able to stick around for a little bit, you can see how the training works. However, a lot of the things that I'll be sharing my screen on is on Zoom, so it won't really help too much on Face or on Instagram, I should say. It will help on YouTube if you want to add me on YouTube. YouTube is SL Models and Talent Agency LLC. That's the gold icon with the red ring around it. You can definitely subscribe to us there and you'll be able to see the Zoom live there. Mm. Trying nothing. Trying. There we go. There we go. That looks a little bit better. I think that might work. I need that a little further back. I don't know. As far as I go with it. All right. Well, while I'm waiting for her, I want to talk about some announcements that we're going to be doing here. And we're already being booked even for the next year with some of our big regular jobs that normally happen. But our October Miami photo shoot is now being moved to March because of a few reasons. One, of course, is COVID still. Secondly, it's because one of our big major sponsors of the event that is also going to be part of the fashion spread is not going to be there until till their country actually opens back up. So we have that scenario going on. And then we are also going to be, well, I will be in Richmond, Virginia next Sunday. We'll be going up there for a showcase. So it's the Discover Me Showcase Summer Sizzle. They usually have a November version of the same thing as well, or not the same thing, but a November version of it that's more of a conventional type programming. So yeah, there's going to be a lot to say about that as well. We are going to be having our first annual SLMTA Live Virtual Fine and Performing Arts Festival online. So that will be taking place November 7th through the 13th. And it's going to be an awesome thing if you are a dancer, singer, songwriter, musician, model, where you want to model some things, you know, if you have a unique look or something that you are suggesting, or you're trying to influence someone to do something or to purchase something or something like that, you're also welcome. Also find a fashion designer. So if you want to show your designs, if you're a petite store and you want to be able to sell, you're invited to become part of our vendor list as well. Information and or sellers are allowed. It will be an online vending experience, but some of you pretty much have it and got it, so you know what is happening. And then come next year, we will have our Miami photo shoot. We're going to be starting model tours. What model tours is excuse me, it's basically models that will go to various different, they will go to a specific departmental store, like say Macy's. And let's say that the headquarter Macy's for Midwest is in Chicago. We would go to Chicago and we would take all the new clothing lines and things like that, describe what they are, et cetera, et cetera. And our models would actually fashion them. And Macy's, if they want to be part of the vending list of our tour modeling career, it's actually going to be a new type of career development, of which SLMTA is going to be the mother agency to born that one. It's going to allow models to tour to these departmental stores, even things such as Walmart's, Target's, H&M's, and et cetera. And they will do a buyout for like the quarter, for a season, for the year, or what have you. And it would include the travel for all of the models that are participating. We would choose specific models for this because it is actually going to be runway style. And you would have to be professionally trained and have also been part of an agency that we would have to see more about you before you just became a tour model. Um, some tours could happen simultaneously or could be concurrent with other tours. So H&M models may not be the same as Macy models, for example, okay? So I'm just leaving examples. This isn't what is actually happening. We're still in the planning stages of it. We're still waiting for the departmental stores uh, to speak to us about it. Make sure that I didn't get a message yet. Um, I am going to see what is up with her. And then I'll be right back to explain more. Hello, how are you? Okay. Oh, wow. I don't know if you're still driving or not, but what the reason I'm calling is to find out if you needed me to give you another invite. Well, apparently it showed that you were joining, and then all of a sudden, after like 2 minutes, it just cut you off. So see if yeah, let me just see real quick. Let me copy the invitation. And then I'll just send it to you on a new one. This will have no subject, just so that you're aware. All right, there you go. That'll be fine. Yeah, I sent you another thing so that you can try it again and see if it will work. It probably didn't at that time because you were driving, right? And okay, if you wanted to, okay, if you want to wait until, yeah, I sent another email. So when you're home, when you get there to a safe destination, then you can sign in. That's no problem. I'm doing a couple other things right now until you're ready. All right. Okay, no problem. Let me Now we got that out of the way. I'm gonna ask you to unmute. You okay? Okay, I'm gonna hang up now. Okay. All right, we're just waiting a moment, and you can tell me if you hear me. Uh, hello, hello, hello. Okay, she connected to audio. Okay, hello, can you hear me? Um, all right, hello, hello, hello. Let me see where I'm at. Are you able to hear me? uh, you can hear me? Okay. I'm not able to hear you. I'm not able to hear you for some reason. Let's see. I'm gonna mute you and then unmute you. Okay. Now, okay. Well, if you can hear me, then I'll just continue on. I don't know what might be happening. Uh, okay. Yeah, you can see me and you can hear me, right? You. Okay. 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 That's all that's all that I need to know right now, I guess. Um, I don't know why it's not playing you. Hold on a second. Let me make sure that it's not me. Same as. Okay. No, it's not on my perspective. Um, apps. Let me see. Well, we got you here, but we may just have to interact a little differently. Uh-oh, she fell off again. Okay. uh, Alrighty. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Okay. Admit. Audio. And can't hear you yet. Okay. All right. Hello. Is
Can you hear me now?
okay, there you go. Now I can hear you.
Okay.
We just did our commercial. Can you hear me now? Can you? uh that's funny. It was like, can you see me? Can you? Woo! Wow. All day today. It was how was your day? How did you handle today?
Pretty good. All right. Hot. Hot out.
Oh, it's hot up there. Well, we were a little bit cooler, but muggy. Tomorrow it's gonna get hot again.
Okay,
Uh,
where are you right now? Where are you?
in Chattanooga.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's vacant,
Is
but
that where you live?
right. Hmm.
You live there?
I'm from New Jersey originally, and then I moved down here. And then when I had met up with a friend, and then ended up meeting more friends when I got up to Michigan, we've decided that we were going to go ahead and register the company at Grand Rapids and
Mm.
develop and then develop an office. Well, when COVID happened and everything just went haywire, and I don't go up there in the winter times, even if it was normal. I wouldn't go up there until about at least March, like late March. So
Right. January and
um,
February is really bad. It's the worst.
yeah, sometimes so that's why I'm like, okay, I think the best way to handle this is to probably just go ahead and find someone to run the office when I'm not there, because I have other things that are happening too in my life, as well as a consulting company. And I now have other SLMTAs forming nationally and internationally. So it would be impossible for me to be everywhere at once, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I hate all the snow. So
Yeah, and I don't, it's
yeah.
coming up, I'm slowed
But the
down
worst
with
snow, I
COVID.
mean, oh God, the snow is just the worst.
Yeah.
And it's, well, the roads getting really bad, the black ice, the driving is really bad.
Mhm.
So the snow would be so bad if the roads were nice, if they didn't get bad, the driving, going off the road, I don't like that. I've gone in the ditch many times. Not good.
Yeah, they'll clear the roads, but they forget to ice them. So, so
Yeah,
I'd
I think
rather keep the
somewhere.
snow on it at that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so anyway, yeah. So here's our agenda for tonight. It was supposed to be to introduce you to the various different model types. And then it was, but I think we may breeze by that. If we do, then I may end up just going and we could start talking about the marketing perspectives. But we will be doing more about marketing next week when I start to, because I'm going to be expecting you to read the monologue as well. Now, have you, before I go further, had you gotten a chance to breeze through them, like through those email? So ones with the female monologues and also the, I think there's commercial scripts that I've sent you.
It was late last night, so they're really long. What is the monologues for?
The
That you read?
monologues are going to be for the acting parts of the talent contract. So monologues are used for auditioning. They are used for being booked. They're used for many different things. And our goal is to choose just one. And that by the end of the 8 weeks, try to get as much of that memorized as possible, because the goal is for you to actually be the character, not just to read it, but to be the character of the monologue and to present yourself as if you were that, okay, of what you were reading. The commercials, they're very short. It looks like a whole bunch, and that's because I put a whole bunch into one email so that you could choose, but they're probably like 1 or 2 lines. Some of them could stretch to a paragraph, but you would know yourself like what ones will be easier for you to read, and they would be the 2. You want to pick 2 of them. And those are expected to be memorized. Like you're going to stand up, for example, now they could be improvised too. Like, for example, let's say I forgot about the Sprite bottle, right? I could say this Sprite is the best lemon lime you ever will taste in any soda. Come and visit any Coca-Cola store near you to buy this just for $1. Now, that might not be exactly how I would memorize it, but it is improvised and still showing the same message. You understand what I'm getting at with that? Yeah. And the thing is that, yeah, right now you are working with an agency for training purposes, but the goal is while we're trying to have some fun with this too, we also have to be very, very serious, because when the client asks you to do this, you're going to want to actually be sure that you know what you are doing. So the training helps you to get you to understand what you're supposed to be doing, sharing some of the words that you may hear, like slaying the runway, for example. If you never heard of what slaying the runway is, it is basically the action of walking up the runway with fashion. But instead of saying walking, we'll just say slay the runway. It's the same thing. But that's what they're going to use. And you would have to be able to know the terminologies. Yeah.
So I can pick any monologue. Does it matter what the age group is?
Well, this one that I've given you, it already has the age group, but yeah, it don't matter what age group it is. I would prefer you. I think I see what you're doing. Like you're looking through them right now, right? Like, or you're breathing through them. Yeah, there's some that's like 30 to 50 or something like that. Some that are 25 to 55 or.
All I'm doing is reading it, so I'll like go on my phone and let's find it and then just read it.
Yeah, and if you are actually able to, because I'm gonna be drilling you to do stuff with it as well. I would like you to see it. Maybe you could try to print that out so that you're not.
There's not a way I can print it. I don't have a printer. I have a computer.
Okay, so
But there's not a way of like, instead of like holding off with the whole like acting kind of commercials, just simply get jobs for modeling. You know, that just do modeling jobs.
well,
like
let me ask you real quick. Do you have a library or anything?
Yeah,
You do have a library.
but
Then what you would do is just, because it's not something that you would have to like keep right now, that you would have to keep or whatever, but you can transpose it to Microsoft Word at the library and then print it out that way. Because if we start limiting you, it's going to become extremely hard for bookings, especially for you being like being on a tight schedule that you were telling me about. the Sunday, Monday availabilities and things. So to at least be able to go to South Bend and maybe present a monologue or to be in a show or something, at bare minimum, we want to try to get you doing something before. That way, then, as you're building yourself up with this, then depending on the situation with your modeling and acting gigs and or commercials, you may actually be able to do your own job. I mean, you might be able to support yourself without needing like two jobs, like this career and then the other. Yeah, so I mean, that's a goal, but of course, and I think, and that might be what your goal is, I don't know. And that's why you mentioned Sunday, Monday. That would be a very smart idea, but we don't want to limit you is the only thing. And technically, because it was my fault of not giving it to you when I wanted to, with all my busy schedule.
I have a monologue up right now, but I don't know. They're very long. And I don't
Yeah, they're
know.
usually about 90 seconds. Like you would have to be able to speak like we've done it together with a whole bunch of when I do these trainings in the past, monologue is basically going to be a very important one, whether it's modeling or not. Because it does a couple of things too. It tells us your attention span, tells
I
us,
don't know. I mean, all I'm doing is
your-
reading it. They're very long. I mean, it's not something I can memorize, you know? So,
yeah, well, within 8 weeks, that's why well, when I drill it on you, because that's why I told you to print it out or maybe even write it out to where you can actually read it if you need to, something. But if you print it out, it'd be better at a library. Like just put it in the font that you're able to see it in, and then you can read it. And I'm telling you, I promise you, because it happens with me as well. I didn't think that I would be able to memorize monologues. And when you're reading them back and forth 6 times during one training, you will remember, especially when you have to, when you're going back and reading it, and I'm drilling it and drilling it. Malik Banks didn't think he was able to memorize at the party, and he was able to do it in 3 weeks, in 3 weeks tops. So some are different than other. So that's why I say we're gonna do it for 8 weeks.
so
But
you know all these monologues? You know them all?
you can, I know pretty much what I have sent you. And I can, when you're reading some, I can definitely tell you, like, if they are, I can't see you, by the way, just FYI. I can actually,
See you.
I can actually let you know of which ones is what. We also do cold reads as well. I hadn't even put this in there because I understand
Yeah, I don't want to see.
cold reads.
I even want
Programmer.
a whole lot that's interested in me or interest with, I guess. But all I'm doing is just reading one.
Yeah, you're picking one. I mean, let me help you out a little bit here with this. That might actually, because they're not all like long. They're now commercial scripts. Yes, you are going to be choosing. You are going to be actually choosing 2 of them, but they're much shorter. Like this first one right here, well, that would be like a single black mother, 35 to 60. Age 23. I'm looking for one that might actually fit you. Okay, there's this one that's actually very long in your age range.
I don't actually,
The
I
thing
want to
is,
know
it's
my
set
thing.
up more like a cold
I
read.
don't see one.
It's the one it's extremely long. The Promise of You from Daniel Martin, 35 to 50. When Bobby comes back into her life, Carolyn stops to reflect. There's a lot of soliloquy in there where you would have to put yourself in there. So I'm trying to find some that would be close enough to your age, or even like this one that says 30 plus, so that could be anybody. Here's one, your money's worth. Carla, a therapist, is enraged over her patient's self-pity. And this age range is anyone from 30 years old and above. So you could still do this one. And this one's Your Money's Worth by Kelly Powell. And it's 3 paragraphs of well, I'm looking at it from the perspective of a laptop.
I don't see them. Maybe I had different ones. I have
I'm gonna actually just give you this one. I'm gonna
one or something. I have a turning stay or something, and a bargaining, dog face,
yeah.
light dreaming backwards. Oh, I see the Promise of You, that one.
Yeah, but I'm gonna send it to you as a separate email because I think this one might actually be the easiest of them all as far as time and space and memory. Like when I say that you have to memorize it, what I mean is that when you're looking at the paper, you don't have to be too busy with the paper. You understand what I'm talking about? So in other words, it's not so much about whether it's memorized as much as it is if you're depending on the monologue to read itself.
Okay. And then the commercials, I've seen those.
Yeah, you would have to pick 2 of those. We might as well do that as well since we're here. But I'm going to actually send this to you right now so that you'll just have it. And then it's by itself.
Okay, I want something like something easy. Like maybe I'll screenshot. Like the
Yeah,
amp
I think that's the
drink.
easiest
Amp energy
monologue.
drink. The amp energy drink, maybe the amp so too. Those are short ones. Either those ones or I want something short.
Yeah, let me go
Nothing long.
back over to here so that I see what you're doing. The amp energy drink, you said?
I don't know, or beef too. Lean beef, ash, low on fat. The one that you think makes you wonder about eating all that skinless chicken, doesn't beef is what's for dinner. That one's not bad either. Beef too.
Beef.
Or
Okay,
maybe.
no, we could do beef too. I actually like how you already read that, and that's just reading it real quick. So we can have fun with that one. So that's one.
Let's see. Or even denting ice. Denting ice intensely cold for icy. Let's see, for icy fresh breath that lasts and lasts. Denting ice, nothing's cold and ice. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Denting ice. Or there's
How about Cafe de Amor? Indulge in a
there was one, was it?
enter the realm of serenity.
Or what was I think there was another short one that was it the A1 sauce or
It's in the CA column. So you want to scroll back up. It's a cafe, and it says indulge in a daily cup of Zen and enter the realm of serenity. Introducing
What's
cafe,
it called?
newest line of aroma teas from around the world. Cafe Diamor.
Okay, so I'm in the D's. Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe that's why.
just add water and sip. Simple.
Okay,
I
now I'm
think
in the
that's
C's. Cream savers. Let me see.
it's gonna be after Campbell's soup, fun favorites, Campbell's, California almond, Cane's lighthearted salad dressing.
I see Campbell's chunky. Oh, it's chili. Oh, Campbell's. California almonds. Maybe do we have a different? Oh, Cafe Diamore. Is that it?
Yeah, you may be saying it a little bit different, but yeah, that's correct. I think it would be good because there's a lot of simple words that you'll actually remember.
Let me see. This one, indulge in a daily cup of Zen and enter the realm of serenity. Introducing Cafe Diamore's newest line of aromatic teas from around the world. Cafe Diamore. Just add water and sip. That one.
Yeah.
Let me screenshot that one.
So we'll have beef and then we'll have tea. How's that?
And then I seen the Brita, also the Brita water filter. Every drop tastes so crisp and fresh, you'll think it has to be bottled up. It's fresh filtered Brita water, great tasting water without the bottle. That one I see too. I have a Brita filter.
Every drop, hold on.
Every drop tastes so crisp and fresh, you'll think it has to be bottled water, but it's fresh filtered Brita water, great tasting water without the bottle.
Okay, do you want to do that one instead of the tea or?
Oh, it doesn't matter. And then where's the other one I was looking? It was okay, the beef two one, and then there was which one did you want me to do? The beef two? Lean beef is actually lower in fat than you think. Makes you wonder about eating that skinless chicken, doesn't it? Beef, it's what's for dinner. That one?
Yeah, that one, because even you just reading it like it is, you have the voice for that. So I think that'll work. Cafe de Amor, I think that's gonna end up, there might,
A1's longer, but A1 with steak, you want to make every bite count. That's why we use A1 steak sauce. A1 brings out every single bite of steak, even hamburger. Delicious for me. That's for steak sauce because A1 tastes it. Makes every bite count. Oh, that's kind of long.
I
Or
think
the Amstel too.
I think beef too, and then we
or
could
the amp
do,
or amp energy drink. Why is that? I think we on. Why is that?
okay, I got the two for you. We're gonna do Brita water filter 2 and beef 2. They'll all actually be
Or
two.
do you like the amp energy drink? Why stop? I think we all. Why stop? I think we all know what roses smell like. Amp energy drink from Mountain Dew.
When I heard you reading Brita water filter 2, it had me just in the same way as beef 2, where you have the voice for it. So I think Brita water filter 2 and beef.
Beef 2.
Yeah.
And the Brita.
Yeah, and I'm gonna send these to you in an email, and I'll have.
Okay, so I remember which ones, the Brita and the beef. Okay.
Yeah, and I sent them to your email, so that way that's a separate one. So what you'll do is you can.
Now I'll go back on your link.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back over to here. So now we got. That works. No, in all honesty, and that's why I like to have you guys read them every so often too. That's all I wanted you to kind of do really today for the commercial, so that I can get a feel of what is going to be better for you. And then once you actually like it, It's also going to compel you to memorize it. It's going to compel you to actually be able to do what is necessary for that commercial, you know?
Mm.
So it's going to be great. It will definitely be great, at least on a commercial perspective. The monologue thing, what I'm looking at when it comes to a monologue, let me see if I can give an example. I'm just going to use this as an example. Food City send money. Your information provided must match ID presented. You see how I'm just saying here, depending on the paper?
Mhm.
Now, if I were to just say, Food City, you can send money now. Your information that is needed, the information must match the ID that is provided. So now
Mhm.
I'm kind of talking more at you, and I also had to improvise and fix some of what I said. But it's an example of what you could do, but the paper is still there. You see what I'm getting at?
Remember where's the beef commercial? Remember that lady for like Wendy's? Where's the beef?
Exactly. We could even add that. Where is the beef? I don't. You can improvise. Well, no, it won't fit in that one. It could. It would be awesome. It would definitely be awesome. You will be surprised where you would fit. And to be honest, in the long run, it's really about you whether or not you want to take the job or not. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
So you would let me know probably ahead of time if someone wants me for like an audition or a job or something, right? Or whatever.
yeah, we will
Not audition, but
something where they actually know that they want you. We would have to let you know ahead of time. If it's something that's just coming up, but it falls in the 2 days that you're off, well, we would let you know as soon as we see it, because we have no control over the clients, but the
Mhm.
most that we would be able to do is maybe a week ahead of time. Okay. That's technically how this business rolls. Like they come up with things. Now, on a much more broader scale, when it comes to models for runway shows and all that, these folks are already kind of pre-planned, booked, and everything else. Like our regulars, they would actually be like the fall bookings are done. They're already filled up. Spring, they're working on spring campaigns already for the next year. So that's kind of what's going to happen. But where you fit in is going to be pretty much like some local work, maybe some things going into Detroit or Chicago. If, and that's a very big if, Indianapolis, if it were, because I think it's about the same, almost the same distance as everything else. It might be a half hour longer to Indianapolis. I'm not sure. I hadn't really.
Paris.
But
Oui,
you also have to know the market, which is basically what we're going to talk about next week, is knowing the market. And I'm going to start grilling you.
to market, to market.
So here's where your homework starts tonight. Oh, yeah, you're back to homework. Unfortunately, right? No, I'm kidding. This is
One commercial, the bologna, Oscar Mayer bologna.
right. So your homework
I
to
remember Mikey.
gonna actually, yeah, and we're gonna actually start doing some of this. Now, I know that you sent a picture with a selfie of your face and smile in the car again. Those will no longer be accepted. So what you might want to do is make sure that you at least have your boyfriend, your son, or somebody, a friend, who will be able to do the poses, because I'm going to start giving you homework on poses. And we're going to start drilling you on that. And next week, we're going to start reading monologues and these commercial scripts. You will start with 6 poses, and that you can do as many as you can during the time that you have available, but just make sure that they are the actual poses and try to mimic, like, for example, the hand on the side, the hands in your pocket, your side view, face view, things like that. So we need to start getting you geared up for an actual photo shoots. Now that leads me to the other question, because I know you asked me, did I hear about, did I see the message about the portfolio? I didn't see a message that came in about the portfolio, but if you could tell me if there was a question about it. I don't know if you tell me that asking me something, or if you were telling me something.
I think, do I think, like, if I do my portfolio first, and then does it go, like, say the clients, do they see that, and then that's where you get your jobs from?
Yeah, but it's a little bit more than just the portfolios, which is why we're doing the training now. The portfolios is a high step in the game, because they're able to see you or whatnot, but we also have to develop your resume. So right now, your resume would be that you're represented by SLMTA, you have done this, unless you've done things in the past. But you would have to remember what they were and figure out references if they still exist them. If not, then it's probably not even a good idea to do that. You may be able to put a blurb in it. And now on our 8th week, we will be discussing that, because we actually develop the resume for you. So you don't have to do that piece of the work. But we will contact you, because most of your resume was on the analysis.
Sweep him off the floor. Sweep him off the floor. Now. Sweep the counters. Your table counters might go and take yourself. Good morning.
Sorry, it's
I
all.
just came from Africa.
You just came from Africa. You never. You literally, yeah, you could get me on that every time, right? I came from Saudi Arabia. Do you see? Hey, do you see this? I'm in front of an audience right now in my venue. Do you see?
I do a commercial. I'm in my brother's room.
Yeah.
I'm in my brother's room. I do a commercial. For.
Okay, so that's understood. But you know what? At least this time we won't have to. Yeah, the speed stuff. Oh boy, we definitely make commercials, right? The best smelling arm deodorant, right? And it can last one strike, boom, and it's speeded and gone, right? No.
We need to have that speed today. My speed sick.
Yeah. Okay, so without further ado, did you have any other questions for me about what we went over last week? Any new questions that might have jogged your mind in regarding to what we talked about last week, or things that might have came up this week that you wanted to ask about?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, we will.
Well, have people been getting lots of jobs in Indiana? Well, Chicago, Detroit. Is there one that's better or more jobs from?
As a new model, most of them are really just. I'll be very upfront and honest. Say they are here and there, because the thing is they make you want to audition anyway. And they're going to, you're going to have to represent yourself in a way that you will look professional, even if you're not the professional model right now. You know what I mean? And so you have to start somewhere. And in SLMTA, we have our own event that will help build the exposure for people to be able to see you, but you would still have to learn how to present yourself, showcase, and things like that. And I think I'm going to be doing another training that I will invite you to, that is going to be strictly on presentation and showcasing, because I would like to actually see you guys actually participating in the November event, even if it is just a quick monologue read, or a monologue read with a commercial read or something, because you will be exposed. Millions of people will be seeing this. And you will be exposed by a lot of other agencies and everything else. So it would be very, very, very great that you guys would be able to participate in our virtual event, as well as other events that SLMTA may have. Now, some of them are free, like the one in November is free. Some of them are not, depending on if it's a convention that is happening with another company. You know what I mean? But we try to work the best that we can, economically, spiritually, mentally, as well as physically, but there are some things that are just not given, and I wish that I could say better.
So take your plate, do the stuff. Get ready to go, get less done.
What was that?
Do the kitchen and the floor. The table, counter, set, my God. You ready to leave my egg? Okay. There. Good morning, I come from China. I come from China now.
Right. Okay. So we're gonna move.
So is a needle. So the needle.
Yeah, we're gonna continue on with our thing, but what I want to also mention to you as well is, when it comes to portfolio shooting, and those kind of scenarios, the reason that we grill you now in training, and why we don't want you to be spending a lot of money in training to get somebody to help you, is because we want to be able to see if you can mimic, and that you have what it takes to pay attention and understand the instructions given when actually portraying and representing yourself in front of the photos. Like this one would be an example of what you're doing right now. Just light is just too bright, that's all. You have to understand lighting control.
It's bright?
No, yeah, you have to know makeup, because even though that you don't wear much makeup, you may need to do some of that to reflect from the light, and you may have to know what lighting to use and things like that. So, and only a photographer will be able to help you with that.
Can you give me a sec? Yeah, I can hear you.
So that's why it's very important that we grill you into the different poses now. Okay. Now, with that being said, I'm going to be sharing my screen. As soon as it pops up, there it goes.
Hello?
Yep, I'm here. I'm putting my screen. I'm sorry. I don't think I need to do too much here because we're going to be doing a lot there, but I do want to bring this page up. Okay, different poses in the same circumstances look completely different. Therefore, that pose may contribute to the successful shooting as well as spoil it. I will tell you about the most favorable model poses. The number one model pose is the hands on hip. And one of the things that I want you to understand about this situation too is that, do
I
you,
can't see you. I mean, I can see you.
I'm sorry.
This is an Amazon top. I just put a different top on.
Oh, okay. No
You see my
problem.
top? Or no?
Yeah,
You see it?
okay.
Or no?
Yeah, I do see a piece of it.
Oh, wait, no.
Okay.
I just see your picture, the hands on your hip.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to see much from you right now because we're going deep into training right now. Okay, so yeah, hands on your hip. If your hands are on the hips, your waist seems thinner. Moreover, circles formed by the arms mixed with the background, creating a slimming effect. This is one of my favorite fashion poses since the model looks powerful and superior. So one thing I want to tell you about, yeah, you're trying to do it from the side view. A little bit, it's still a little bit off, as funny as that sounds. Now, what you could do that.
I like
Against the wall.
Is this footprint? I like floor print.
But put your one leg up. Your left.
My daughter. My daughter. Bless you. Here's my daughter.
Your daughter?
Yes. See her?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see your daughter. Okay. So,
what are you doing?
The hands on your hip, and if you look at this photo, it's very, very important that we go through that. If you see this photo, there's two things that I need you to pay attention to. One is lighting.
And a plain background. A background where there's like nothing but you. Like a plain wall.
It doesn't even look like, it could be a square wall. She could be sitting between two walls. We don't know that because everything looks just perfect, right? But she's also, just look at the pose itself. She's
in front of a fan because her hair's going.
And well, yeah, that will happen sometimes as well. That is true. You can do one with the fan or whatnot. They may end up doing one with you that way, but see, she could be 45 and the makeup is making her look like she's 25. We don't know that.
Right.
We wouldn't know that, but that's the idea. And it looks like more, if you look to the right and how the face is on this right side, it kind of looks like there's more light there, and then it fades to a darker view on the left. You see what I'm talking about? But it's a perfect full match. So I'm grilling you, like, I would like to see you do a pose like this. This is the first couple of poses I want you to do. This is going to be a pose. Then we're going to do the experiment with body weight distribution. For example, let one leg have more weight and then switch the legs. Here's another same scenario as up there, but this is more on an outside view. And do you see how where she's at, everything is clear, but it fades behind her, but she's never faded. And the lighting is all equal. So her hands on her hips as well, but you can see where one is kind of like at the hip, just resting down like this, while the other one is kind of like almost near the buttock, but just resting back here a little bit. So you want to like try to pose in that position. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do it in a gown right now, but definitely get something nice to wear, something fashionable when you're doing that.
Yeah, I just got a dress today.
Okay.
I
Now,
got a nice dress from Amazon. Well, I wore my floral one today. And I have a black one.
That you keep
I
trying
have a black
to do.
dress. I'm going to Africa. Chuck, do the floor now. The team. Right now. Superman. Take that out. Right up. Chuck, no. I'll get rid of this. Can I be there? Sink now. Dry it up. Do the sink. I have this. Yep, I see that. It's like,
This is
what I got. I don't think it's gonna show you.
This is the type of picture that you're trying to do for me. Okay, yeah. That looks nice. That looks awesome. That would look good for your full frontal face and those hands on your hip photos that I just showed you. Now, I'm only going to go as far as what I want you to do this week, because these are going to be due this week. Okay.
See? Yeah. My brother, he's from Africa. He a black snake. I do a commercial about my treadmill. I just got a treadmill. Move with it. Don't let it move you. No.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That is good. You got to move.
You might fall off.
You got it. That's so the second pose that I work on this week and then send to me is your full frontal face, which is the
say hi. Say hi to him. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, you see my daughter?
That's
a nice picture. Look. See?
Yeah. Okay, so we really have to be serious right now because we're running out of time too for tonight. Unless you don't mind.
No, you're not going. Take it outside right now and swim map. Hurry up. You're not going. Hear me? Take that out then. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. I do commercial for like Cheeto Puffs. Cheeto Puffs. Cheeto Puffs. It's what's for dinner. Now it's
Gotcha. Okay.
Did you send me the commercials? Those two?
Yeah, I sent you the commercial monologues. Yeah. Okay, so now now we're talking about the poses that I need you to do for this week. That would be due. Okay. And actually you have 2 weeks because I forgot we're not meeting this Sunday or Monday. So the full frontal face close up. Now, I was teasing you a little bit. This is the photo that this is the pose that you're trying to send me, but it's not coming out correctly. This is exactly one of the ways to pose as a close-up. Excuse me.
So you want me to have this dress on and do the pictures next week?
You
Have
could,
the black dress.
yeah, but I want you
I
to,
just have my floral dress on. I got this from Amazon too.
yeah,
I got this from Amazon.
yeah,
It's got the cut out shoulders.
you can use various tops, you can use your dresses, as long as they are fashionable. It's really just about posing at this point right now. Let the stores, let the agencies, let everything else work you into all that other professional stuff. Right now, we just want to be sure that you can actually pose. That's the point of this
I
training.
got this top too. I don't know if I'm too crazy about it. I liked it better. I liked it better in the looking at it, and I get it, and like I don't know. I've not worn it yet. It looks like a bunch of like splattered paint, just like throwing paint.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Amazon's fun, you know.
And then we have this face picture. This is one as well. This is a close-up. All right. And then we have one that's called, this is number 3. Now there's 10 of them that you're going to be doing. So I want you to pay close attention. Being near the wall. Now this one, you could pick any wall, ideally outside, and it should be in a professional setting.
Well, I'm just outside my apartment building, so it'd be like against the garage or something outside or something. Pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, for the first time, you're probably going to be more focused on mimicking the action of the photo more or less than where to take the photo. That's what we want you to do. That's why we're telling you don't get in it. Don't be working against photographers' time right now. But if you know someone that can help you to get these poses, that will be great, at least from your phone perspective.
Yeah, I can have my brother or my friends listening.
Yeah, and then you'll send them to me. So that way then
send me all 10 like pictures, like, and then I can I could just have, doesn't matter what outfit, I can just wear one outfit, all 10 pictures, 10 poses.
Well, yeah, especially if you're gonna be in an outside environment, like you wouldn't want to change outside. But if you feel like you're gonna be doing now in your apartment, from what I can see, it looks very busy from what I can see. So you're probably gonna be better off trying to find a place like a library or something where you're gonna be able to find a single color wall. When you're doing some of those other types of photos, because you're gonna see some what are not all gonna be outside. But this is one, this one's called Being Near the Wall. Like her leg up, but she's on her tippy toes while the other foot is flat on the heels. She has her hand over by the back of her head, so there's this kind of movement. And that looks like the left leg or so, right leg is kind of bent where the foot is at the tippy toe. And then there's another one here where she's basically sitting on a top step with with the one leg just kind of flat and the leg is sticking up, but the other leg's just resting down on some other steps, but her posture is straight up. Now, have you noticed, that's another thing that I need you to focus on too when you're doing your photos. Your posture has to be straight up, including your head. So you want to make sure that everything is straight
Yeah,
when you're actually doing your photos.
he did. You both are. I think I lost you. Shot, glasses, bathroom, right now. Glasses, right, bathroom. You start the map?
Yeah.
There's our low. I lost him. Okay, we're gonna get going. Go to the bathroom right now. We got a 40-minute drive. We're gonna go to the bank.
I already went to the bathroom.
Leave your keys
I
here.
don't need to go to the bathroom. I got time. I already paid it. It's fine.
Glasses.
Who wants his glasses?
What? Go get your glasses.
I have one of them. I can see without them. Fine. I don't need them.
So you don't want them anymore?
I don't need them.
You don't want to wear them anymore?
No.
You are gonna wear them. Go get them, or I'm gonna take you to
I'm
tank.
not gonna wear them. I don't want to. I don't want my glasses on. I don't want them on.
Do you want to go to the casino?
So,
No. You can wear them tomorrow?
Huh?
Wear your glasses tomorrow?
No.
Huh?
No.
Then go give her a couple treats. Where's my glasses at? So go in your room and get my glasses. Don't break them. I mean, I take those lunches and take those lunches out. We're going to go to the bank. When I'm talking to him, you have to be quiet, okay?
go ahead. There's a couple of
She's out there. Where's her glasses at?
She's not out there.
Chuck, find my glasses. No, she's not. She's out there in the green bed.
Oh, green bag.
I need the laundry too.
Hey.
You want to give her another ice cream before we leave? Hurry up. Come on. We gotta get going. I don't know if that's about right. Chuck, fix your towel in your chair. Fix your towel in your chair.
Yeah.
Chuck, I'm going to the bathroom. You need to go to the bathroom? I know you're not using Kindle, are you?